So yeah, I guess can you maybe talk a little bit about like how your interest in music and how that started and
Yeah,
what it's meant to you throughout your life?
yeah. Um, I have, I just have like an enormous amount of like respect and like love for like my ancestry, and like my grandparents and stuff like that. So my love of music is kind of like in the blood. My great grandfather came to Ellis Island. They were European Jews. They were not affected by the Holocaust. Like I don't think any of my family like died in the Holocaust. I
Do you
think
know
they
from
got
where your family came from?
no, just like general like Poland, like Eastern European area.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because my family came through Ellis Island as well from Lithuania.
dog, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So my great grandfather, I think, was the first generation here. Maybe his dad, but whatever. Um, and he taught accordion in New York City. And then my grandfather also kept teaching accordion in New York City. And then he moved down to Florida, like when he had a family, like when he had my dad. My dad was a kid. He moved down to Florida and opened All County Music in Fort Lauderdale. Um, and then my dad bought the business from him like in the 90s, and the business has become, because of my dad. My grandpa opened the store, and like all credits to him, like he started it, he opened it, but the growth and like impact that the store has had like in the music community and what All County Music has become is like all my dad. Like he just turned that store into like a staple of Florida music. Like anybody, at least in South Florida, anybody that like plays is in band in South Florida and a lot of just Florida, like they know my dad, and they know his store. Um, so music's in the blood. Like he taught music like me. Like he he's a jazz guy. Like he could run a jazz clinic. He can teach jazz band. So I joined band in middle school, and I told you this last time, but like I didn't really want to do music.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to play sports. Like that's what I loved, was to play sports, but I was too small. Like I just like fell behind, like physically, where the physical gap was just too much for me to compete.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so kind of as like a backup, like because I didn't have anything else, like I tried music. Um, and yeah, man, like I said before, like I love my path. Like I love that that's what I had to do, because even though I could say, man, like I wish I could have played sports and stuff, which is true, but like I gained a really unique skill. You know, like I can play music, I can read music, I can
Yeah.
so teach music, like no genius or anything, but I get it. Like I could help you out, you know. Um and I got to be a leader. I think that's like the biggest thing music gave me, was like an opportunity to lead and like be in front of a lot of people, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because bands are big. It's like, it's not even like a sports team, like you got like 20 kids on your team. Like at USF I had 300 kids in my band, you know, and like they
Yeah.
all knew me, and I for the most part knew all of them, you know. Like I worked really hard to like maintain, to have relationships with like each one of those 300 kids. um so yeah, man, music gave me an opportunity to lead. And now that I'm out of music and like I don't really have a way to like practice, like I'm not in a band or anything, music has kind of become something very personal for me, something that just like lets me like now I picked up guitar and piano, and like it's just kind of therapeutic for me now, like getting to sit down with my guitar and piano and stuff. And so it kind of has taken on like a different form. Like it went from something that was very shared and like was for other people to like now it's kind of just like
Something
for me.
pretty personal. Yeah.
Yeah, like I get to just play guitar for myself, and I get to I get to play piano like for myself. So it's
Hmm.
kind of cool.